Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate stopping on by. I wanted to make this quick video to let anyone who might be interested in this release know about it. I used to visit FridayThe13thFranchise.com fairly regularly, but as we all know, over the past several years, Friday the 13th news has kind of dwindled and stuff like that, so I haven't visited it, the website that is, for quite a while. But having stopped by it recently, I saw this really cool news blurb on the site regarding a newly remixed and restored and expanded score for the film, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Bet you never could have guessed. Friday the 13th, 1980. This release comes courtesy of LaLaLandRecords.com. On the website it says, La La Land Records presents an all-new, restored, remixed, remastered, and expanded stereo presentation of renowned composer Harry Manfredini's original motion picture score to the landmark 1980 horror film Friday the 13th. Over 40 years ago, acclaimed composer Harry Manfredini unleashed one of cinema's most iconic horror genre scores upon the world. Now, the score from Crystal Lake returns, bolder, more immersive, and more chilling than ever before. Friday the 13th, the ultimate cut, presents Manfredini's masterwork restored, remixed, and remastered in stereo with the composer's approval from newly discovered original multi-track recordings in the Paramount Pictures vaults. Also included are never before heard or released music cues that were not used in the film. So obviously for me, being a huge Friday the 13th fan, this news is incredibly amazing. Up until now, the word around the campfire at Crystal Lake has always been the original recordings for the film score for the original Friday the 13th had been lost. And I gotta tell you, I think they've really actually been found, because one of the coolest things about this release is that, just like that press release says, this release actually features for the very first time music cues that are not featured in the film and probably have never been heard by most of our ears. There's a track listing section on the listing for this particular release on LaLaLandRecords.com where you can actually hear samples from this release. And on one of them, I think it's like something titled something like Bill Hanging Around or whatever, you can actually hear previously unheard music that leads up to the moment where Alice finds Bill hanging off the door. That piece of music as she's approaching the generator cabin. It's like, na, 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 na. There's actually music before that has never been heard, which you can hear on that little sampler. So that was all I needed to hear to make the decision to gobble this particular release up. I think this thing's supposed to be limited, which is another thing that made me not want to wait on it. So I got this thing ordered. I'll definitely do a review of it and my thoughts on it after I get it and have a chance to listen to it. It's basically an hour of music, which is going to be pretty freaking amazing. One thing about this release that I'm not digging necessarily is the artwork for the release. It doesn't blow my socks off. It's kind of more artwork that would be made for movies today. I'm not crazy about like the red canoe on the black and white lake and stuff like that, but I guess the artwork could be worse. It's really not about the artwork at the end of the day. It's about the music contained on the particular CD. One of my concerns about this release is that because it's remixed, that some of the stuff might not sound exactly like it should. We're all used to hearing this music the way it sounded for the last 40 years. So fingers crossed on that. I'm basically buying this for more or less the few moments of unreleased music, and I guess just to have the most pristine sounding version of one of my favorite film scores to one of my favorite movies of all time. I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, since this thing I think is limited, I wanted to let anyone who might be interested in this release know about it so they can go over and to the website and snatch up themselves a copy before it goes out of print themselves if they want to. Thanks a lot for watching this particular video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.